Is vitamin water good or bad for you? We're going to look at the studies and we're starting now. Vitamin water promises hydration and a healthy dose of vitamin, but is it just marketing hype? I just did some videos on Prime Energy drink, for example, and there was some FDA investigations there. So what's the deal with vitamin water? I know with vitamin water, I'm a big fan of 50 Cent. I just listened to his autobiography, but I believe he's an investor in there. So vitamin water appears to be a promising solution for quenching thirst and getting vitamins at the same time. But these things aren't as cheap as regular water. You're obviously spending some money, so is it worth it for you? Does it pose any health risks? Is it good for weight loss? We're gonna look at the pros and cons of vitamin water. The pros are, it does taste pretty good and it does provide hydration. Basically, flavors help people drink more. A lot of people aren't getting enough water. And the vitamins. Vitamin water is high in vitamins C, B3, B5, B6, and B12, which can enhance energy levels, immunity, and mood. And it does actually get a decent amount in there. Now the question is, with things like vitamin water or supplements, who's actually double checking these? Nobody needs to really double check these. So quality control, while this is certainly a large company, it probably does a good job. It is probably double checked, and what they put on the bottle is usually pretty accurate, but nobody really knows for sure. It's not actually being double checked by an outside authority. So these vitamins can be very beneficial. The electrolyte balance. There's a lot of electrolytes in here. It does help with hydration and maintaining healthy bodily fluids and functional formulations in there. The cons of vitamin water is it is high in sugar. And this is the #1 problem I have with vitamin water, is they have 30 grams of sugar per bottle. Now there are some bottles that are basically sweetener in there that don't have sugar, but 30 grams of sugar per bottle is a disaster. You do not want to be drinking 30 grams of sugar per water. Pretty much any health benefits brought by this are negated, in my opinion, by that 30 grams of sugar. The biggest problems we have is obesity right now. Like over 40% of adults in America are obese as of 2024. Type 2 diabetes, over 10% of adults. Heart disease, tooth decay due to sugar. These are empty calories of about 100 calories per bottle. This is unnecessary sugar and calories compared to consuming plain water or even to consuming black coffee, for example, if you want to get your caffeine. Artificial ingredients. Vitamin water zero, on the other hand, is calorie-free because it's not filled with sugar, but it does use artificial sweeteners. If you had to ask me personally, I would go with the artificial sweeteners, but I know if I drink more than 1 or 2, it can upset my stomach. Artificial sweeteners, generally in moderation, are not shown to be terrible for you, but they can mess up your gut microbiome and your gut health, according to the Mayo Clinic. Poorly absorbed vitamins. Vitamins and minerals from foods have much higher rates of absorptions compared to supplements, especially in vitamin water. Thus, your body might not absorb all the vitamins in vitamin water effectively. This is according to the National Institute of Health in 2020 regarding all supplements, especially powders dumped in water. The marketing and hype. The marketing of vitamin water can mislead consumers into thinking it's healthier than it is. Coca-Cola is actually the owner of vitamin water. They were sued in 2016 for misleading advertising about health benefits, including some on vitamin water. So there was some controversy. Now, vitamin water zero, a healthier option. This contains no sugar or calories. It is a better weight loss option. It does contain sweeteners like stevia leaf extract and monk fruit extract, which are healthier than artificial sweeteners. So those are pretty decent. But again, the key takeaways are it can still upset your gut microbiome, even though it's better with lack of sugar. Does vitamin water work? Is it healthy? It does have good electrolytes, it does have some vitamins, but these vitamins are not absorbed as well as food. You can consume moderate amounts, but you're getting about 100 calories of pure sugar, of pure empty calories. It's not necessarily good for you. The Vitaminwater Zero is okay for weight loss, but it's not going to negatively burn your calories, for example. I think that's a myth, the negative calorie foods. I would stick with the Vitaminwater Zero, but in general, I'm a big fan of carbonated water. I'm a big fan of just drinking water or black coffee over time. In my opinion, plain water is a better route to go. Get your vitamins from foods, but at the same time, you could just take a daily multivitamin and drink water. Save that money for other things. Vitaminwater Zero, not the worst thing in the world. If you're thirsty, it could be a pretty good thing for you if it helps you stay well hydrated.